Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, March 21st. I'm Gina Barty.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, he was a man of integrity who cherished the environment. That's how many remembered former Governor Harry Hughes during a funeral service today in Annapolis. Despite the rainy weather, friends and family and dignitaries packed St. Anne's Episcopal Church to honor Maryland's 57th governor.
We changed the laws after his election, not because of his election, but in light of what had gone before then. We passed ethics laws, and it's now part of my legacy, or that I'm the House Chair of the Joint Committee on Ethics, so I'm following through on what Governor Hughes began.
Legacy will be the environment, and there's this great research facility on the Eastern Shore that is named for him, and I think that will be what people will always remember because it's always going to be there.
Hughes served as governor from 1979 to 1987.
Maryland House Speaker Michael Bush says he will introduce legislation aimed at cleaning up the controversy at the University of Maryland medical system. As we told you yesterday, 3 board members have stepped down since news broke that several of them have lucrative contracts with the system. And just today, CEO Robert Chernick, who makes $4 million a year, was placed on leave. Bush's measure would require an independent audit of financial management at the system by the end of the year. It would also require that the governor's appointees to the board be vetted by the state Senate. The measure would also ban no-bid contracts.
And if you live or drive in this area, then you know that congestion and our roads go hand in hand. A National Transportation Research Group known as TRIP has put out a report about traffic congestion on our region. And here's a partial list of what you already know, a list of the worst roads: I-495, I-695, I-270, US 50, I-29, and I-97, to name a few. Others include US 29, Maryland 212, Maryland 185, and Maryland 410, and so on and so on and so on. Now, TRIP says the cost to Maryland commuters annually is over $3 billion in lost time and wasted fuel. Recommendations to ease the problem include widening some roads, traffic relief plans on some roads, and expansion of toll lanes.
Well, Maryland has reached a breaking point with potholes, congestion, crashes, and debris on the BW Parkway. That's according to Governor Larry Hogan. He sent a letter to Maryland's congressional delegation urging them to strongly support the transfer of the parkway to the state. A bumpy and damaged stretch of the parkway in Laurel remains a major problem for drivers even after the speed limit was lowered to make things safer. Hogan says state ownership of the parkway is the only viable long-term solution.
Well, gasoline prices continue to surge upwards. Here are some numbers from AAA Mid-Atlantic. The average price for a gallon of regular gas in Maryland is $2.63, which is above the national average of $2.59. Also, the average price here went up 2 cents overnight, 12 cents since last week, 25 cents in the last month. John Townsend of AAA calls it a rite of spring.
As the refineries make the transition from making and manufacturing the winter blend gasolines to the summer blend gasolines that are mandated by the EPA. So there's a price for that, and the price is that summer blend gasolines are more expensive to manufacture and also to burn in your car.
And Townsend says the prices should go down as summer approaches.
A popular grocery chain is preparing to close its doors across the Washington metro region. Shoppers Food and Pharmacy is expected to shut down most of its locations, according to reports. Some of the stores have been bought by Giant, while some will be sold to other food outlets. The city of Baltimore is losing 13 stores. Prince George's County is reportedly losing 12.